Welcome back to Michigan International Speedway for Prime Video's coverage of NASCAR Cup Series racing presented by Goodyear.
Hey, drivers, start your engine!
Command has been crank with your instructor won't save all day.
Let's put the green flag in the air and turn them loose in the Irish Hills.
A lot of drivers moving around on these restarts, and they'll get tougher and tougher throughout the race. More aggressive.
Momentum outside lane. Here comes Briscoe using the high side to take the top spot off of turn 4. He'll lead lap 1.
Denny Hamlin trying to slide up in front of the 17 of Buescher. He does. Way down on the apron. Alex Bowman going around the 2 of Cindric.
You said he's a driver to watch, making it 3 wide outside of him. You got Cindric and way out there, Blaney in the 12.
They're going to stay 3 wide. Blaney's going to stay on the outside. Huge run by the 12 down the back straightaway. He'll clear in front of his teammate Cindric. Still side by side. Bowman, Cindric into turn 3. Here comes the one of Chastain, the big run they get on those cars running side by side. Back up toward the front. Kyle Busch on the outside of the 17. He should be able to keep that spot.
Top 3, lap 2, Briscoe, William Byron. We talk about Hamlin, Busch back to 4th, and Chris Buescher rounds out the top 5. And there's Chris Buescher, 17, able to drive around William Byron while we were away.
Yeah, down into turn 3, the 17. We felt like he could have made this pass at any moment. He decided this is the time to do it. Right to the bottom, sealed around that white line on entry. Gets up alongside the 24, and I think Williams is just going to let him have it. He doesn't go down there and try to side draft and slow him down. Just kind of falls in line here, and new leader for the 17 here. Final lap of the stage here, and the 24 car trying the top of the racetrack down there in turn 1 and 2. As they go down the back straightaway, the 11's closing the gap just a little bit here, Adam.
Briscoe started on the pole, led the first 11. William Byron went on point, led for 23. And the last part of the stage has belonged to Chris Buescher, the Texas native. Going to bring it back to the green and white checkered flag and win stage 1 at Michigan.
Logano on the inside, losing spots. Look at him back here. You don't want to be on that inside. That outside line's where you want to be. If you can't make the passes or clear to make the pass, oh, that's tight right there.
There he goes up the track, Custer. And he turns Bowman into the outside wall. They clip Briscoe, the pole sitter.
Hard hit for the 48 of Bowman, head on into the outside wall.
Suarez also a part of this accident.
Yeah, 4 wide, and all of them kind of squeezing together like a funnel. Contact was imminent. Going to slow the field down and stop them to red flag it and allow the teams to get to these drivers quickly.
AMR safety team is there. Window net is down for Alex Bowman in the 48. Replay.
So the 4 cars in front of him, 4 wide. Ty Dillon, he goes through, but the 2 makes contact with the 41 Cole Custer. Since spins Cole around, the 48 head on into the wall. Just a chain reaction there. Looked like the 35 wasn't quite aware that there were 4 wide. Herbst coming down the track slightly. Squeezed all these guys. You hate to wreck at the back of the field like that too. Just
see Briscoe get it right there at the end. Just an absolute gigantic hit on the 48. But remember, Briscoe had that slow pit stop. We saw it live.
Yeah,
that's what had him back there. Look at this shot. Unbelievable. The amount of force, 3,500 pounds at 180 miles an hour. And then right through there, you're going to see Briscoe get turned a little bit and slide down to the left.
Let's go to 48 radio, listen in with Alex Bowman's group.
Yeah, all right, bro. That one was really f***ing big. All right, hold tight. Gather yourself here. We're done, guys.
Road. He's now the first car 1 lap down. It wouldn't shock me if he tries to unlap himself here. He's obviously in the free pass position, but unlapping himself definitely opens up his situation. This will be a good test to see if new tires are big enough difference, right? Both cars have great clean air. If the tires matter, the 20 should be able to easily.
The 12 spinning on the pit road here.
Oh,
Ryan Blaney, no caution yet. There it is.
And that was not an attempt to get to pit road. He actually got in the outside wall. His tire marks are way up the racetrack. I believe he got into the fence around turn 4. So here we are. He's by himself. Looks like just loses control of the car up into the wall. It's odd to see cars in the fence by themselves. We've seen it a couple times today. The 42 of John Hernandez and the 12 now of Blaney getting into the wall all by themselves. Just these cars are not all that comfortable late into the run.
2 from Cindric, side by side at the line, 1 lap to go.
Cindric didn't side draft. Now he's just going to try to squeeze the 24 a little bit down into the corner, but Byron has the tires. He's going to fire that car across the nose of the 2 and take the lead away.
William Byron having a day. And look at this coming from behind Hocevar.
Hocevar's got the momentum on the 2. He's going to try to get to one side or the other. Oh, can he get to the outside here? That was gutsy.
And think about where Hocevar is in the points. He needs all he can get as we come to the end of the stage. William Byron going to get the green and white checkered flag. Cindric second. Hocevar ends up third.
For this 18, who finally got on the right side of the cut line last week. We'll see if they can stay there. And how about the Michigan-born driver, Eric Jones, now in the 10th position? He told me earlier this week, the caution comes out.
Caution number 7. Todd Gilliland has made hard contact.
Yeah, heavy damage. That is off the exit.
I hit the left rear really hard. I think it blew a left rear tire. I'm going to try and drive here.
Oh, blew a left rear tire. I was wondering if this would show up. Oh, I think this is going to be a big spin.
Yeah, that's a left rear tire coming out from under the car there.
He's up there right now, though, because he's leading. But even if he didn't have the race lead right now, he would be above the cut line. But that's why, as you say, it's so critical to manage it the right way.
He's got a flat tire.
Flat left rear. Flat left rear.
He's going to spin this car out down here. He's got to slow it down.
Left rear.
Oh, it was the engine late at Charlotte when he was running up there on the front row for a restart. Leading here, 19 to go, and Carson Hocevar going to have to come to pit road with a tire problem.
Then he's going to drive down into the corner. The 24 gets a little loose right there. Now Denny side by side. This is what he needs.
Denny Hamlin is there. Drives to the inside of William Byron. Can he make the pass? 24 fighting back in the outside lane. Going to be 4 laps to go this time around. Byron trying to hang on. Hamlin not going away. What a race for the top spot at Michigan. And here comes the 54, a Ty Gibbs waiting in the wing.
They're going to side draft each other down the straightaway. That's going to bring Gibbs into it. Denny's smart.
I know it's tempting.
He's staying away from
the
him.
Draft here. All you can save while they're wearing each other down. Still 4 to the 17.
Denny's going to try to drive up the racetrack. Can he get the 24 out of the gas here on corner exit?
Byron slides it off the corner. And once again, he's back out front, but now Hamlin digging inside again.
Perfect side draft right there. Denny's going to clear easily.
Clear.
Denny Hamlin all clear off of turn 4, coming back to the start-finish line with 3 laps remaining.
24's out of gas, coming to pit road.
24 didn't make it, so that means the 11 has to be close. Can the 11 nurse this thing around for 1 more?
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin, 2 career victories at Michigan, but it's been a long time for the 44-year-old. Nice advantage over Busher, but can he hang on and maintain the fuel mileage?
He's nursing it, 3/4 throttle, half throttle, just enough to keep forward momentum.
Plenty of anxiety in the 11 camp. Here comes Denny Hamlin. 3rd win of the year, gonna come at Michigan. Number 11 delivers.
Let's go! How about that, man? Got you 1 fuel race back of all the ones you've lost, okay? We marked that one down.
Denny Hamlin celebrates to a mix of boos and cheers, but he welcomes it.